This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 in verse 9. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, and walk in his ways. Giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in his truth. I'm Pathak Amath, GMS Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with another quick hit lesson. I think I'm going to entitle this, The Lord Said He Would Establish Thee an Holy Nation, or a Holy People unto Himself. And that's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? The nation of Israel, which is the chosen nation of the Most High Yahweh, which sits on high on the throne in the heavens, which the world ignorantly refers to as God, and the Christians refer to him as Jehovah, and his only begotten son, Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ. That's a promise, man. That's a sworn oath, man. You know what I'm saying? From Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to his chosen nation of people, which really quick, let's find out who his chosen nation is. We're going to move through the spirit, because this wasn't one of the scriptures I was going to bring out, but let's go, through the spirit, man. This is Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. So the chosen nation of Israel, of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is the nation of Israel, man. So I was reading in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and when I got down to this verse right here in verse 9, man, and read this, it just sparked me to want to put together a quick lesson going into the fact that the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is establishing the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American and Seminole Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? You make up the 12 tribes, man. We're no longer lost. We are coming back to our power, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We know who we are now, man. You know what I'm saying? That remnant that's prophesied in Isaiah the 10th chapter to return, man. You know what I'm saying? We're in the process of that, which those men, those chosen vessels, that's the holy people. The holy people overall is the nation of Israel. But right now, though, that holy people is talking about the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, Deuteronomy 28:9, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, and walk in his ways, man, which we didn't. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, we didn't do that, man. And when you read down in verse 15, and from 15 to 68, it said, if we didn't hearken to the Lord's voice to do his commandments to this day, that he commanded us this day, that he would destroy us with curses, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you read 16 through 68, it goes into the curses. You know what I'm saying? And when you jump to the top, this is Deuteronomy 28:1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligent, if thou shalt, that means if you do it, if you will, hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power. So that's rulership, man, being put over all the nations, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, when you go 3 through 14, it's all the blessings, everything that he would give and do for the nation if they listened, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to verse 9, and read again, Deuteronomy 28:9, it says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall establish thee an holy people, which that word holy means set apart, to be cleansed, that cleansed nation, set apart nation, establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee. And that word sworn, man, it means to take, he took an oath, man. You know what I'm saying? He took an oath to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to honor that, man. The Lord is a man of his word, man. He said he can't lie, man. So these things, he's going to establish his people, beginning and starting with the elect, as that holy people unto himself, man, which that process is already happening, man. You know, the elect is being sealed. That's the beginning stages of him establishing the nation of Israel as a holy people in the earth again, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power and walk in his ways, which the majority of our nation is not doing and they're not going to do. Zechariah 13:8 said that they're going to be cut off and die because of that, man. They want to remain wicked. But the elect, that 1/3, that one part is going to be bought through the fire, man. You know, so they're going to actually make it through the coming trials, man, the coming problems, the bad days, man. You know what I'm saying? The burden that's about to hit this place, man. You know, all the wickedness in that evil day is about to come, man. That wicked day, that evil day is about to come, man. It's upon us. Jacob's trouble is almost here. Then, of course, ultimately, you have Armageddon, man, you know, which is near, man, you know. So, but the Lord said he's going to establish his nation of people back on the earth. He's gonna establish thee and holy people unto himself. So really quick, let me go here, because he said he was gonna establish us, man. You know, let me get this real quick in Isaiah, the 62nd chapter and verse 7, and it reads, this is Isaiah 62:7, and give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So we're supposed to beseech the Lord, man. And that word beseech means to beg, man. We should be begging the Lord daily, all day, every day, by way of our prayers, man, to establish us, man. And when it says to make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, it's talking about the people, you know. It's a people before it's a place, man. And you can find that in the Apocrypha. There's a verse in the Apocrypha that goes into that and breaks that down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a people before it's a place, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, give him no rest, beseech him, beg him till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So he's going to do this, man. But we, you know, hey, there's a process, due process. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said he was going to establish his people and you know, as a holy people unto himself, and which we're in the process of that as we speak, man. You know, this is Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5, and it reads, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And again, the children of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American and Seminole Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, he said, if you will obey his voice, you know, and keep his covenant, man. You know, you got to keep the commandments, man, to the best of your ability. We understand in these times the laws are not going to save us, man. You know, it's the faith in Yahushai, but we are to, pursuant to Judges 5:11, rehearse the righteous acts in our captive land, in this captivity, man. So what are the righteous acts? The Bible, man, this the word, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. These things that we're reading, you know, we're supposed to keep what we can keep to the best of our ability, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, the elect, you know, the blood of Yahushua is going to cover the things that they can't keep, you know, all of those things, because the scriptures say that in 1 John, the 3rd chapter, that sin is the transgression of the law. And of course, in Romans, the 6th chapter, I believe it says that the wages of sin is death, man. So if you can't keep the whole law, then you know, you're not guilty of that one you break, but you're guilty of breaking them all, man. So it's an impossible task. So for all these that's out here claiming to that they're keeping the laws perfectly, man, the Most High has got them deceived, man, to maximum levels, because of course the scriptures say that too. The deceiver and the deceived, or the deceived and the deceiver, are his, man. You know, so they're deceived, man, because this place is set up for us not to be able to keep the laws. So it's not about the laws. It's about faith, but we are supposed to rehearse the righteous acts and keep the laws to the best of our ability. So these are the things we should be doing, man. And I'm reading them to you. I just read it in Deuteronomy 28, you know. If you hearken and keep, and if we were to listen and kept the ways of the Lord, his statutes and commandments, law, statutes, and commandments, he would have set us up as a holy people, a great nation of people, man. Those kings and priests, which we're reading at here, man. If you will obey my voice and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me. And that word peculiar, when you go into it, is what was that word peculiar? A possession, or a valued property, man, is what that is. You know what I'm saying? So he's telling you, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a possession, a valued property unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And of course we know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he owns everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it says in verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So we're in a process of this happening as we speak, because that remnant is returning, man. But that's what the Lord said, man. He was going to establish the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as a holy people, as a peculiar treasure, man, you know, unto himself. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto me, Salakia, for thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, not underneath, not equal to. Jake always out here trying to, can we just, we want to be equal. Can we just get along? No, man, we're above all of these people, man. You know, if we obey and do the will and ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hearken to his voice, to his words, man. That's how that's going to come about, man, which the remnant is returning. They're coming into that. And that's why the nation of Israel is going to have a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of that remnant, man. Yahweh saved the remnant, man, which is going to allow the whole nation to make it, man, to be saved. And that would bring into pass Romans 11 and 26, man. And all Israel shall be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for that remnant, the nation of Israel would be through, man. You know what I'm saying? So the water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for the remnant, man. You know what I'm saying? But for thou art an holy people, man. That's set apart, that cleansed nation of people, man, unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power. And it says that he's chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, man, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. So all that equal or being underneath, people looking down on the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is coming to an end, man. You know what I'm saying? You're about to be established as the holy people. These people are going to know that you are the people of the Lord, man, because pursuant to Hosea, the Lord was going to turn his back on his people and he wasn't their power anymore. But when you get to verse 10, I think that's around verse 6 and 7. But when you get to verse 10, it says that in that place where it says, ye are not my people, it shall be said, ye are the sons of the living power, man. Roughly paraphrasing. But these people are going to know, man. It's not going to be any doubt, man. Without a shadow of a doubt, they're going to know. You know what I'm saying? And because these you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be established as an holy people unto the Lord, man, unto himself, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep moving. This is Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse 18. This is Deuteronomy 26 and 18. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations, which he hath made in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power, as he hath spoken. And the Lord's word, as he said, says in Isaiah the 55th chapter in verse 11, it does not come back to him void, but it's going to prosper in the thing whereto he sent it, man. You know, and he's a man that he can't lie. So these things are going to happen, man. So it says that, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath avouched thee. And that word avouched means commanded or promised or intended thee. You know what I'm saying? So he has intended, promised, commanded thee this day to be his peculiar people, man. Which that peculiar people, again, I just went into it, is a possession, a valued property. You know what I'm saying? As he hath promised. So this is a promise, man. And the Lord is a man of his word, man. So these things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That thou shouldest keep all his commandments. So you got to keep the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? To the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? Rehearse them righteous acts, Judges 5 and 11. But it says, and to make thee high above all nations. I just read that in Deuteronomy. I just read that in the previous verse in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I read it in Deuteronomy 28 9, man. You know what I'm saying? All these scriptures are saying the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is real deal Holyfield right here, man. You know, we ain't going to be beneath people. We're not going to be equal. We're going to be above all nations, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming. So we're going to keep it moving. This is Deuteronomy 29 and verse 13. And it says that he may establish thee today for a people unto himself, and that he may be unto thee a power, as he hath said unto thee, and as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, which that word sworn is an oath, man. He made an oath, you know, that these things, that he's going to perform these things, man. He's going to establish his people, man, beginning starting with the elect, man. And that's what's coming. It's going to happen, man. It's all through the scriptures. That's why I'm bringing out all these different scriptures, just going into it, man. You know, this is what's coming. This is Isaiah chapter 2. Salakia. I don't know how I did that. Let me go back. Salakia. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 26. And it reads, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. You know what I'm saying? So it says restore thy judges. And we're as I said, we're in the process of these things as we speak. You know, those judges are being restored because the elect men, you know, of the hopeful elect are being sealed, man. That's those judges, because there's a whole book of judges, man. You know what I'm saying? In the so-called Old Testament, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way the Lord got down, that's the way he established it. And it's going to go back to that, man. You know, those judges are coming back into the earth, man, because right now the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. So everything is wicked and off, man. But those judges are going to be restored, reestablished in the earth. We're in the process of that as we speak, you know, by way of the hopeful elect, man, being sealed. You know, Revelation 7, the 7th chapter goes into that elect being sealed, which I'm going to bring that out. You know what I'm saying? And it goes into those judges, man, you know. So, but let's get the prophecy real quick in Psalms, the 2nd chapter. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse. First, I'm going to read this real quick, verse 10. And it reads, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, plural, be instructed, ye judges of the earth, man. So those judges of the earth are coming back, man. This is a future prophecy. This hasn't happened yet, man, because when you read up to verse 7, this is the prophecy of Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh, giving the inheritance to his son, Yahushai, man. That's sitting on the right hand of the Father right now in the heavens, waiting on his time to be able to bring these things to pass, man. Get his glory, man, for coming into the earth as that sacrificial lamb, man. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 7. It reads, I will declare the decree. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. So he's gonna inherit these other 17 nations. You know, that's why they were always created to be servants and handmaids, man, slaves. You know what I'm saying? So don't look crazy when we say these things, man. It's in the Bible. I'm reading it. So these nations, these other 17 nations are Yahushua is going to inherit, and the uttermost part of the earth for his possession. So he's going to come return to possess the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen in his return, man. It's not going to be a pretty day for you heathen, man. It's going to be ugly for you because you're going into slavery, man. 1,000 years, Revelations 20:4. It goes into that. So these things are all in the Bible, man. It's already written. It's already spoken. So it's going to come to pass. This is a future prophecy. This has not happened yet. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. And that's because they're not going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in them, man. You know, so the same way we struggle with it right now in this weak flesh, you know, because they're going to remain in the weak flesh, you know, these other nations, and they're going to struggle, but they're going to have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments as well. That's going to be established throughout the four corners of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to keep it as well, man, but they're going to struggle with it. So that's why it says that, and we're going to beat them, break them with a rod of iron and dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel, man. You know, they're going to be getting their asses whooped, man. You know, different things, getting put to death. If it's a sinner to death, the sentence will be death, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, because these nations, the nation of Israel is going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in their inward parts. You know, they're going to automatically keep the laws, man. You know, Ezekiel 36 goes into that. Jeremiah 31, Hebrews the 8th chapter, you know, goes into that, man. You know, and it says, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth, which were, you know, the elect, you know, that the hopeful elect is hey, we're taking instruction, man. You know, we're being instructed and we're taking those instructions, man. You know, we're coming back into the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and righteousness, man. So that's a future prophecy, man. That's what's coming, you know, and that's why Yahushai said this, man, in Matthew the 19th chapter and verse 28. And it reads, and Yahushua said unto them, verily or truly, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, you know, that's when he returns, man. We just read the prophecy of him having inheriting these heathen and the possession of the earth, man. Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man, you know, which goes into that those judges being restored, man, that we just read in what was that we read that in Isaiah the 1st chapter in verse 26, man. You know, those judges being restored. Those 12 thrones represent the 12 tribes, man. So Judah is a throne, Benjamin is a throne, Levi is a throne, Gad is a throne, Asher is a throne, you know, all of those thrones, man. You know, that's what that's going into. Those 12 thrones, it says, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, that's going into your 144,000, man, because Romans the 8th chapter in verse 17 says that in joint heir, you know, the elect was going to receive these things with the Lord, man, because he said in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, in verse 26, I believe. I'll start at verse 25, Revelations 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, man. That's the kingdom of heaven. Power over the nations, man. It's going to be right here on the earth, man. Revelations 5 and 10. And the Most High made us kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth, man, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, Matthew 5 and 5, and the meek shall inherit the earth, man. It's all about the earth, man, you know. But he said he was going to give power over the nations, man. And again, it says the same thing in 27 that we just been reading. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, which we just read in Psalms the 2nd chapter, man. So that's the elect being sealed, and that's the restoration of the judges, man. That's the kingdom of heaven. We're reading the kingdom of heaven right here. So I'm gonna go into Revelation the 7th chapter real quick. This is Revelations chapter 7 and verse 4. And it reads, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Because when you read up, they're the ones that's going to get that mark in their forehead. It told the angels to hold back the winds until the servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai were sealed in their forehead. That's the names, Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shai. That's this true knowledge and understanding of this true knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Being sealed, man. You know what I'm saying? The elect, man, the 1/3. And then it goes in from 5 on down to through 8. It's naming all of the 12 tribes, 12,000 from each tribe, which represents those 12 thrones in Matthew the 19th chapter in verse 28, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the judges being restored, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. The law, statutes, and commandments being put in our inward parts, and that's being brought to pass, man. You know what I'm saying? These things are happening, and that's going to bring forth and bring the path past this right here. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10, and it reads, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, man. You know, that's not being done right now. That's a future prophecy. That's what it's talking about. And that's why it's speaking of the kingdom. This is red letters. The Messiah is speaking. Yahweh Shai is speaking, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ. He says, thy kingdom come. So this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. But it says thy will be done in earth, man. There it is right there in the Lord's Prayer, as it is in heaven. So the kingdom that's coming is going to be in the earth, man. You know, because the will of the Lord is going to be done in the earth, man, as it is in heaven, because there's perfect order in the heavens, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. So the Lord is establishing his nation, you know, as a holy people unto himself, man. This is Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 12. And it reads, and they shall call them the holy people. There it is, that cleansed nation, that set apart nation. The redeemed of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And thou shalt be called, sought out, a city not forsaken, because the Lord is not going to forsake his people, man. He says that, man. He's not going to forget his people, man. You know, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, and as the scriptures say, he swore, man. He took an oath. You know what I'm saying? That's in Deuteronomy 29 and 13. 13. You know what I'm saying? And he avouched thee as that peculiar treasure, man. He commanded, he promised, he intended it. You know what I'm saying? And Isaiah 55 and 11, I have to reiterate the as a matter of fact, let me bring that out real quick, and I'll end it on that right there. Let me bring this up. Let me just read that. I want to read it in its fullness, in its entirety. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11, and it reads, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So the word of the Lord is going to come to pass. And he said that he was going to establish the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as a holy people unto himself, man. And he said he's going to place you above all people on the planet, on the planet Earth, man. If you hearken to his voice, to his will, his way, his law, statutes, and commandments, man, that he commanded us, man. We do what the Lord wants, please the Lord, and he's going to look out for us, man. He's going to set us up. He's going to, in ways you can't even fathom, man. You know, you can't wrap your little pea brain around the things that the Lord is going to do for us and give us, man. You know, so anybody that don't want that, man, you out your damn mind, man. You know, and death to you, man. All you 2/3 that's going to come up against the brothers, against this thing and persecute harder than Esau, man. Death to you, man. You know. So, you know, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. You know, like I said, I was reading Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know, one of the elders here, Yatazak, put it up in a chat that he challenged all the brothers to read Deuteronomy 28, you know, 1 through 14. And when I got to verse 9, man, it sparked me to do this lesson, man. So the water to that brother, the elder Yatazak, the water for to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And hey, man, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, man. You know. So with that, let's get out of here. Giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Waharakak double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadah, Wa Abba Babal. Shalom.